These are the top Forex strategies to making big profit. Let's go.
Life ain't always been as good as it is now, and I can promise you that I will never forget. God has truly been good to my family. So I say all that to say this: keep God first, follow your heart, follow your dreams, and never give up. Yo, y'all, so the key to making really good money in these markets is just keeping it simple. Keep it simple and you can eat every single time. You know what I'm saying? And just top-down analysis, little things like that, and you can eat every time. I mean, it's really not that hard, honestly. So first thing I like to do is I like to do overbought, oversold. You can use the RSI indicator or the stochastic. Lately, I've been using the stochastic a lot. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna hit them with this. Boom. Stochastic oscillator. They gave me two of them. You only need one. Let's see if I can delete one of these. Ooh. All right. So first thing I do is I go into my settings, right? And I'll go in here and I'll change this to 96, and I'll change this bottom one to 6, right? Because I find that the market usually hits those levels, right, a lot. And so if you can look at the chart right now, you'll be able to see that anytime this blue line touches up here to this 96 area, or anytime it touches down here, we get that push up. Boom, see? Touch down here, push up, touched up here, drop down. All right, so that's basic overbought, oversold. Now there is divergence and stuff that comes in there, but I'll talk about that here in a little bit. So basics though, but just look at this one. Touched up here, 96, 97, drop. All right, works the same way with the RSI. Works the same way. You could do that all day and literally make money, all right? Now, the key to it is, which brings me to number 2, is support and resistance. All right, so you will need this and support and resistance. So I usually go to the daily on when I'm doing Forex. I go to the daily chart, and it's basically top-down analysis. All right, so you just want to find all the points that hit, rejected, and turned around. All right, or points that's close to each other, and I'll explain that. So you can do yours 2 different ways. You can grab these little shadow boxes, and you could just hit points like 1 point right here, 1 point right there, another one there. They all in the same vicinity. So you could do that. Boom, boom. That's one. You can throw one at the very top. And if you want to get micro, then you start going down. But I do see another small one right here. Touch here and touch here. These all touch in the same area. All right, you can make that skinny if you want to, like that. Boom. Now from here, I usually go down to the 15-minute where I'm gonna enter. All right, and I could zoom that out a little bit to see if y'all can see that. All right, so I zoom that out and it gives me the bigger picture. All right, now if I see smaller zones, then I can come in here with my horizontal lines. Boom, right here, that's the right, boom. With my horizontal lines, I can come in there with a couple of those, and I could just start dropping them right there, boom. All right, you can drop one there. That gives me a decent bounce, all right. I don't know why my stochastic looking like that. There we go. Boom, that gives me a decent bounce. Now you see, boom, reject it, drop. All right, now this is considered an uptrend on the M15 because the candles are above. All right, so we waiting on the reject and then we can catch the buy back up. But as you notice here, we did get the peak on the stochastic for it to drop, and it dropped. Got another peak for it to drop, it dropped. Now, brings me to my other thing to add to this. Now, like I said, you can do all these separate, you can do them all at once. It really depends on you. All right, so I like to do mine. This is, boom. This is called an ascending wedge pattern. All right, anytime the market is shooting up, bouncing off the trend like this, eventually we're gonna get a drop. All right, because it's gonna continue to bounce out here, and then we'll get a spillover. All right, then it'll keep going up. Now, as long as it doesn't pass through this 200 moving average, we good to keep on buying or selling, depending on how advanced you are in these markets. All right, if you advance, you could make money on both ends, but the trend is your friend, so always trade with the trend. All right, so boom. Now this particular candle, as long as news isn't hitting, should come down, bounce, or come below it a little bit, and then come right back up, and we head back this way based off what it's been doing in the past. You can see it. Just follow the trend, follow what it's been doing. Now, eventually you'll get a breakout and stuff like that, but you ain't gotta worry about that. So again, basics, overbought, oversold, support and resistance, trend line. Essentially, you could trade with that by itself and be good. You ain't gotta add nothing else if you don't want to. All right. So as long as you know trend line, you know when to buy, you will buy at the bounce. All right. Now you could always wait to that second candle. So let's say this candle pushes down and pushes through the trend line. All right, but it closes back above here, then we will buy this way. But if it closes below, we will wait to see if it's gonna close back above the trend line. If it doesn't, then we know we can continue to sell off and hold, you know, for a little bit, catch some quick pips. I'm a scalper, so I don't like holding my stuff too long unless I'm forced to. All right, so boom. Now a descending wedge pattern would be if this was flipped opposite, like if it was going down into a small triangle, right, on the downside, then you would be looking to really buy. This one is getting, to sell off. This one is getting ready to sell off, but we may catch the bounce and ride it back up. Selling off now, but you're gonna get a small bounce. The best thing to do to catch these big profits in these markets, y'all, learn what days to trade. All right, Tuesday through Thursday. Mondays and Fridays is trap days, I'm telling you. You ain't learned it by now. Now, one thing I did learn about Mondays and Fridays is that the market usually trends in that direction for at least the first hour or two. So the other day I was trading, I think CHF something. It was on the binary side, but the market continued, whatever direction it started in, it continued that direction for at least the first hour. Then it finally turned around. I noticed that on Mondays and Fridays. So that may give you a hint. And it usually doesn't respect, Mondays and Fridays usually don't respect your little overbought, oversold. It just continues in the direction. So that's just a nugget in case you don't know that. So you can look at that and see. But again, y'all, trading is very simple. It's not easy. And the only reason why it's not easy is because we are very emotional creatures and we get into our emotions and that messes up us trading. But if you can manage your emotions, you'll be a beast in these markets. All right. You got to know, you got to be structured. You got to have a schedule. You got to get up at the same time. Look at the charts, trade a certain pair that you like and find out its pattern and what it does. That's why a lot of people trade GJ. A lot of people trade US 30, NAS 100 because of that pattern is usually the same nonstop. Pay attention to news and you good, man. Buy low, sell high. You know, when the market, again, when it's low on the stochastic, buy. When it's high on the stochastic, sell. But again, if it's an uptrend and the stochastic is low, perfect, we get a long-term buy. But if it's a uptrend and the stochastic is low, then it's only gonna be a short term. The stochastic is high, we only get a short-term sale. All right, so if you see right here, short-term sale, boom. Perfect example, short-term sale, long-term buy. Short-term sale, long-term buy. You know what I'm saying? So essentially that's the strategies. You could use them individually or you could use them all as one combo. But if you just do support and resistance, you'll be fine. Just wait on the bounces, wait to bounce off a zone, reject, get in, and you good. All right. And essentially that's it, y'all. It's basic stuff, man. I got a lot of heat coming, y'all. I really do. I'm gonna be posting more trading videos like I used to back in the day. Just been living life, y'all, you know. I felt like at first I was getting burnt out on it because I'm like, man, they tired of seeing me make money. But, you know, I guess you ain't. You know what I'm saying? Because I just be like, hey, I just want to see other people. Like my goal now is just to really pour into other people and help them get to the level that I'm at or even higher. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I ain't really been posting too many Forex videos no more. Still trade, just don't be posting it. Yeah, man, God bless y'all. Lord willing, I'll be able to see y'all in another video. And that insurance video is coming because I know a lot of y'all was asking. The life insurance video is coming. Don't know exactly when because I'm doing all my research because I want y'all to have it exactly how y'all need to have it. And so I'm talking to the right people to make sure we get it exactly how it needs to be. All right. So with that being said, man, I'm gonna holler at y'all in another video. Peace.
God's timing is perfect. Patience has a purpose. Waiting for it's worth it. Right on time when we late to the